Good morning, my reefing fam. What's going on? Hi, Mr. Diggs. You excited today? You came to talk to the YouTubers. Where is everyone? You know what? It's Monday morning. Everyone's late. It's okay. I'm here, so I'm going to talk to you. My reefing fam, what is up? What is up? What is up? My name's March. Thanks for tuning into this episode of Fragbox TV. I am your host. If you don't already know, my co-host, no one's here. Everybody's late. What's going on, man? Only you and me. You're the best employee. Employee of the decade. Give me 5. He doesn't care. Anyways, I want to show you some new corals. We got in some beautiful new corals from Indonesia. I know you guys like these videos, and there's some really cool stuff in here that I haven't seen before, which is rare. It doesn't happen often that I don't see stuff or that I haven't seen stuff before. Disregard the story now. It is Monday, so little sidetrack of the day. I know you guys are going to give me some thumbs down because all you want to hear about are the corals, and you don't like any of my stupid little stories. But Mondays are really busy in the store, so this is our little shipping kind of section. It's a small store. I wish it was bigger. Realistically, this wall could go from here all the way to about there. Anyways, corals, the ones that came in, super cool. I don't know where we're gonna start. Let's start with, should we start with the best? Should we just start with the craziest and get it out of the way? Or do we keep you guys waiting right to the end and say, bam, look at this. Okay, no, let's start with these. These are cool. These are more than cool. Woo! Canthophilia, hello. Beautiful, nice color, nice pattern, nice size. Acanthos usually come big, football sized. This is a little bit on the smaller side, and it's weird. People normally want, you know, I'm going to say at least here. I don't know how it is in the States or other countries. In Canada, people normally want a little bit smaller. I have a much easier time selling something like this than I do a wall hammer like this. This is quite large. He's not even open yet. These came in just last night. I'm running on a few hours sleep. This is a very, very late shipment. This is maybe 8 inches across, and then he's probably going to fill in probably somewhere between 8 and 10 inches. But very cool, yellowy, goldy sort of wall hammer. So what I was trying to say is this is way, way, way harder for me to sell than, you know, if let's say it came in this size. Imagine this is all gone and it was just like a little piece like that. That's going to sell in a day or two. This is going to be here for a little bit longer just because I find that everyone now has smaller aquariums. So we tend to order smaller to medium sized pieces. It also makes it easier to ship. This is not really easy to ship. I'm not going to ship this coral. If you like it and you're local, you know where it is, Fragbox Corals, come pick it up. But this is not something I want to put in a bag and ship. Same with these. These are so freaking cool. They started doing these like mixed, soft coral mixed rocks out of Indo. So they come with, they're just opening up now, but they come with like so many different varieties of zoas. We have some GSP growing in there, some mushrooms, some Rhodactis. What else can I see? I'm not 100% sure what this is. So if you know what it is, question of the day, what is this right here? Really, really cool looking thing. Some leather coral, another piece that's quite large again. Most likely going to have to be sold local instead of shipping. I'd feel more comfortable shipping something like this than something like this, just because they slime up in the bag. Here's another very cool one, more on the Zoanthid side. Oh man, you know what? I may need to take ahead of whatever this is. That is very cool, very nice. So, and they're just a nice mix. I think it's cool what they're doing, like these already mixed rocks. It's sort of like what Tia has got going on in her Fluval Evo here. If you haven't seen it already, we do tons of videos, but you see how these rocks are just covered in coral and soft coral? Same idea, but it's coming like that, already done. Okay, I think one of the nicest, other than the Acanthos, oh, let me show you this one too. There's one other one. This is a really unusual color pattern. So we get these not often, but you know, I would say uncommon. These blue, red, splattered kind of weird colors, but not like this. This one's different. This has got more teal and orange going on with these stripes and just completely different color than what I'm used to. This is still here. I'm not sure why. Our Superman Acantho, whoop, my wire's getting stuck. Superman Acanthophilia. This is really cool. So he doesn't have the craziest like splotchy or pattern look. He's more uniform, but it's really unusual kind of color variation of an Canthophilia. The elegance, just something else, just crazy. Let me go turn off the flow so I can really show you what's going on here. Okay, we're gonna get Tia's opinion on the shipment. Tia's favorite piece, show us.
Oh, okay.
Lead the reefing fam to your favorite. Have you had a chance to go through it yet?
A little bit. So, huge fan, obviously, because I love mushrooms.
Tia loves
Huge fan.
mushrooms.
Huge fan of that little one there.
Huge fan or favorite? If you had to pick one.
Favorite?
It's kind of hard. It's kind of stupid to say which one's your favorite. Here's the world's nicest corals. Pick one. Matt, you got a favorite?
I'm gonna say the frog spawn.
Froggy.
In 11 years, I've never seen that color. So
11 years, Matt has never seen that color.
that's crazy.
Yeah, it's
I don't know if it comes through the same on camera, but
it's nuts. Jay, you got a favorite? Diggs, you got a favorite?
I kind of like this one.
I don't think he's got a favorite.
Yeah.
I'm your favorite, huh?
looks like black.
I think it might be frog spawn for me too.
Yeah.
Not to copy you, but
Oh yeah. I mean, this thing's crazy.
that thing's nuts. Tia, favorite?
I think I'm gonna hit the mushrooms.
Mushrooms?
The
See, that's a good one.
Rhodactis.
Predictable.
But like these are seconds.
but they are.
These two? Twiggies? Specifically that one. Yeah.
Bomb. Bomb.com. Very nice shipment. Only one DOA. Blastomusas. This was from the last order over
Yeah,
here.
this one's nice.
Those
Just standard reds.
standard red, yeah, nice, but just like not a two-tone. No, not so much. I think we got short shipped a couple torches though. I feel like I ordered more torch than what I see here.
Okay.
I think there should have been more torch.
Seeing these pink frogs. They're
Haven't had them in a while. I think I might keep this. I need a purple green one for the display tank.
Yep. Says
Yeah, I
that's a
might.
little splotchy.
Yeah, yeah, and it's a decent size. I'm trying to do larger pieces. I think I have a spot for it right somewhere here. It's one of the nice things about owning a reef store. You like a coral, you go, you grab it. I think somewhere in here, little purple green spot might just situate it right there. Get an apex. Get an apex. I'm gonna say it again. Get an apex. Apex, awesome. Press that button. Flow goes off in the whole store for 10 minutes. It's called a feed mode. It's really cool. Apex, love you guys. Has a lot of other features other than just turning off your flow, but it's just one of the cool and convenient things you can do with it. Yeah, the elegance. Wow. Big, healthy, colorful. What more can you ask for from a coral? This one's pretty cool with the pink tips. And then as we move up, they're just going to keep getting nicer and nicer. Look at this one. These are large pieces, maybe 8 inches across. This one is crazy. It's got like black, like so dark purple going throughout the body that it's basically black. And then this one is nice too. And then Kawa frickin' bunga. Hello. This is, I don't know what the camera's picking up. What do you see there? Maybe green? It's not green. The thing's yellow. Yellow, 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 highlighter, banana, tennis ball. What other things come in yellow? It's really yellow. It's really, really cool. And if I had space for it, this is probably, you know how we go through the tanks and say, oh, what's the one piece we would keep? This is definitely, without a doubt, in the running. It's, I think I saw one other one last night that really caught my attention. This one too. This one is really special. Not as like highlighter, but it's got yellow and then pinky purple on the tips. Elegance corals are just neat all around. Okay, open brain from Indo. Always stunning. Just stunning corals. This is a beauty. Huge. We'll kind of run through and show you the different colors. It's just crazy. They look like they've been painted. You know what? They have been painted. This is Mother Nature at work, and she uses a lot of creativity. The corals are her canvas, and she does some crazy shit when it comes to open brains. Beautiful pieces. This is the nicest one, I would say. Yep, it's probably the most vibrant. It's cool. This isn't going to last long. So stuff like this will go on our site. We're going to let it chill for a couple days and then throw it up on there. And they're going to get shipped from our store right to your door. That's a nice piece actually too. That's unusual. It's not like the craziest color. I don't know if you've heard me say it in other videos, as the longer and longer that I've been in the industry and in the hobby and bringing in corals, things that aren't like immediately beautiful are becoming, I don't know, I'm finding them more and more attractive. I don't know if that makes sense. Like, if I had like really bright corals, of course, stuff like this, incredible, incredible, wow, wow. You know, the plate coral here, look how bright that is. If you're standing back, you know, stuff like that just jumps right out at you. But I'm finding beauty in more, less fluorescent and just kind of unusual species and shapes, and I'm coming to appreciate how nice leather corals are. It's kind of strange. I never really appreciated or liked leather corals at all. And then now, over here in our display tank, I'm like filling it up with all these leathers. And they're not the brightest. They're not screaming reds and greens and pinks. They're just cool corals. They're just beautiful. They're easy to keep. That's my little, I guess, second side rant of the day. I like leathers. Recently, mushrooms, leathers, just starting to get into them. The Rhodactis. Ooh, talking about mushrooms. Let's check these out. What? Beautiful. Really, really cool Rhodactis mushrooms. Lots of different patterns. These are nice. Hello. Those are very nice. These are deserving of a name. That's a pretty cool piece. These ones are really cool too. These are all candidates for fragging. So how do we decide which corals are going to get fragged? I'm not going to frag elegance. No, 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 no. Those are the way they come is the way they're going to go. Same with these kind of brain corals over here. I think they're called Symphilia. I could be wrong. Feel free to correct me. Those aren't going to get fragged. But stuff like this is just begging me to run it through the saw, because the heads are just very, very easy to run a bandsaw through there and separate these into much smaller, more manageable, sellable pieces. Something like this, it's a very nice rock. It would probably retail up here for about $300 Canadian. You're looking at 2.25 American, I think, something like that, 2.25 US dollars. It's kind of expensive, but then if we go in and break it down into these little singular pieces, those are going to sell way, way faster, and then everyone gets a piece, and everyone's happy at the end of the day, except for maybe the coral. Damn, I didn't think about what he wants. Do you want to be fragged? Corals never answer back. I'm always just talking to them. I thought we ordered more plates. This is cool though. This is a long tentacle plate coral, and he's way like, what's the word? I'm always getting stuck with adjectives. Bubbly. He's more like a, I don't know why, to me at least, he looks more like a bubble tip anemone than a plate coral. He's kind of stumpy, and they're not coming out as long as I'm used to seeing it. It typically resembles something closer to a torch, but this one kind of looks like a bubble tip. The flower pots look really cool. This is a nice pink variety. Oh, I can't wait to see this guy open up. He's got a lot of potential. He probably won't open up for another day or two. That's just how the Ghanies and Alvies are. They just need a little more time to adjust to the water. Not like the Zoanthids that we got. These things were just, these over here. These were opening like right out of the bag. They were half open. They go in the water, and then within 20 minutes, you would never guess they were in transit for the past 4-5 days. This will probably get fragged up too. If somebody wants a piece of these. They kind of look like lunar eclipse. That's what they call them. There's a couple other nice alves. I'm glossing over corals that we got in on previous shipments. So if you see my camera moving over, you know, like these are nice. I'm not trying to say they're not nice. I'm just sort of focusing in on the ones that I know are new, and then trying to showcase those ones. Like this Acan Enchanada, very cool piece, highly aggressive. See how I give him lots of room. Little buffer area here because he's got some stingers. And I don't know any corals that could really stand toe to toe in a ring with this guy. It's very powerful sting, maybe a Galaxia. Very, very strong sting, needs space to grow out. A lot of corals are like that, so we try to group them sort of together. It's a little bit tricky when I'm unpacking, getting stuff in the tank. I'm tired. This kind of ends up being our Euphilia section, more or less, with this porcine area is like surrounded by enemies, but we try and keep them sort of together so that they're not going to kill each other. And you always hear me talk about these in the videos. Torch, hammer, frog spawn, 100% can't touch. This is the other piece I was saying is in the running to keep. This is just something else. That is a freaking coral. Looks like an octospawn to me, but the color is just crazy. It's got some yellow, green, goldenish, purple, little bit of everything going on, and it's fluorescent. Not usually. Octos and frog spawns are pretty fluorescent. This thing is really, really, really fluorescent. The torches came in incredible shape. I'm not seeing any dead heads, any brown jelly, any melting, any of that nonsense. They're just looking really, really good. This is a very good sign. These have been in the water. What time was I here? It's noon now, 6 a.m., 12 minus 6. 6 hours. These have been here 6 hours, and they're looking good, nice and open. I hope this guy's going to be okay. He's looking a little wonky. I don't like seeing that. That to me Not the best sign in the world, a little bit of exposed skeleton there. And you see how he's not as open and happy as this? This you can't even tell that we got yesterday. This one, making me a little nervous, and it's a very, very nice torch. Oh, orange octos. We haven't had these in a while. So these are the branching Indonesian orange, frog spawn. And very cool. Very, very nice. We get these ones typically, kind of like the purple and green variety. These ones are weird because they kind of splatter. They go back and forth with purple and green. And then this is the cool orange one. Oh, not so happy. See? These both came in last night. Crazy, huh? The difference, the juxtaposition. Look at this. This one came in. This one came in. Very, very happy. Good sign. Excellent. Not so good. Not so hot for whatever reason. You know what? I think there was a pierced bag last night. And this may have been the one that was out of the water. But you never know. This head might survive over here. This one over here. But it's not looking too good. Not looking too good at all. Compared to when you see it, you know, kind of next to this one. Not the best sign. Oh, let me show you the torches on the other side. Because we did a couple WYSIWYG. So if you guys know what that means, WYSIWYG, W-Y-S-I-W-Y-I-G. What you see is what you get. Some of our suppliers overseas have begun doing WYSIWYG for us. So we pay a premium. We pay up the butt when we do WYSIWYG. I think for a lot of stores, for you guys shopping online, WYSIWYG is kind of like the new standard. At least it is for us. We do a ton of WYSIWYG stuff. I'm getting tired of saying WYSIWYG, but this is kind of how we mark it out and price it in the store so that, you know, if you're online and you order, you know, Chalice Frag number 2, it's very easy for us to go and find it and say, oh, that's the one Tim or John or whoever you are ordered it, and grab it. That's typically not the case when ordering online. You just get an Excel sheet with a species, a color, or maybe a color. Sometimes you just get species and size, or species and color and no size, and you order and hope for the best. But what they've started doing is WYSIWYG. So I can actually go through a sheet and go through a list and pick out individual corals. So like that one over there, the crazy octo, was a WYSIWYG, but you pay a lot more. You're gonna pay 2 to 3 times the normal price wholesale of an octo, because they've gone and taken the time to take the photo. But I think it's worth it because you end up with some really cool cherry pieces. One of my dreams, I'm gonna hopefully do this next year. COVID will kind of slow down a bit. I'm going to go to Indonesia, visit the suppliers. I'm gonna take you guys along with me, grab the camera. It's gonna be content galore. You know how we do a video every day? I'm gonna do freaking 4 videos every day. I'm gonna document that entire trip, go hand pick corals out of the ocean from the suppliers, and then I'm gonna ship them back with me, not on the same flight, but ship them back and then come and unpack it. And I cannot wait for that trip. And if you guys want to see it, well, I'm going to do it anyways. You guys know I record everything, whether you would like it or not. What was I saying? I want to show you, I think, some torch corals, some other ones. But before we get there, the plates, very cool plate corals, some blue, actually. It's like blue with an orange rim. And then some reddish pink varieties, which are not common at all. Oh, this one, bubble coral. These are nice. The Latin name is escaping me. Sinulosa? Maybe. Anyways, we just call them bubble corals. They come in looking like ass every time. They look like they're on their final, you know, on the deathbed. They look really, really bad. And the skeleton's exposed. Like, you never want to see this on an LPS coral. It's probably getting too much flow as well, so that's not helping. But they take a couple days to bounce back, to kind of get back to looking like their beautiful coral selves. These over here, sorry, I keep getting sidetracked. Torch, yeah, now we're talking. Look at these beautiful torch coral. Indo probably has the nicest torch. Australia has a very nice Aussie gold torch, which I don't have any to show you, which is really cool. It's like a mustard yellow with this white tip, but I think Indo takes the crown when it comes to torch corals. It's very nice. Some Indo gold over here. There's a lot of torch names. I'm just gonna say it. Shots fired. There's a lot of torch names out there right now. And to be honest, I don't really prescribe, whatever the word is. Let me just move this. That is way too close. Sorry. There's too many for me to keep up. I see the Holy Grail, the Dragon Soul. That's about it where my torch knowledge starts. The New York Nicks, Golden Nicks, this and this, tricks are for kids. It's too much. It's just too much for me. But I see the names online. A lot of times I just call it what I see. So if you look at our site, this one will end up being like pink tip, green torch, or purple tip, orange tip, purple torch. And I'll just try my best to describe the colors, because I get lost in some of the torch names. Some of them make sense to me, like the Zoas. because they're just so distinct, they're so unique that you're never going to, let me show you the Rasta. That's the one that always comes to mind. There's nothing like this. There's no other coral that looks like Rasta. That's it. This is Rasta, undisputed, classic. That's the one. You're never ever going to confuse this with any other coral. When it comes to torches, I get confused. There's too many variations, and they change color in different tanks. So it may look like this here, and then you take it home, you leave it for 2 months, you have, you know, different lighting schedule, different parameters. Corals can change color dramatically. So anyways, I just wanted to say I don't prescribe to the torch names. What else can I show you? I think that's about it. We got some acro in. They didn't come into looking too hot. I don't know if I want to show you these. Am I going to do it? I'm going to show you. Let's go check them out. They look all right. They don't look amazing. Yep, they need some time. That's very typical actually for acro. Like this one over here, not looking like anything spectacular. Leave it for 3 weeks. Oh ho ho! Now we're talking. Under this very powerful T5 Reef Bright, we get some. It's called coloring up. That's what we do. What we call it here, baking them. So take them, throw them under very, very high light. They're stressed right now. 2, 3, 4 weeks, then they're true. Their real color comes up. We color them up. We turn them up a notch under this high lighting. But I think that's about it. I think I more or less covered everything we got in. Very, very happy with this shipment. We have another one coming next week. I think it's just before the end of October. Almost all hard coral. So 175 new colonies of SPS. Like 99% hard coral with a couple torches. Get this tank nice and full. And then we have another one coming from Australia, I think early November. So we're having back to back to back, because right now we're getting into our busy season. So this hobby or this industry, it's very, very much seasonal. Over the past 10 years of being in the industry, I can tell you, summertime and wintertime, completely different beast. Summertime, it's dead in here. Everyone is out, and my theory is they're out and camping and barbecuing and playing golf and doing all the fun stuff you do in the summer. And then in Canada, it gets very cold, and I think people come back inside and then start to pay attention more to the aquariums and then come into the store, and it's super, super, super seasonal. So we have a lot more variety and a lot more corals now coming into the winter months, which I guess is good for you guys, because it's going to be way more videos like this, way more shipments, way more everything to do with Fragbox TV. If you don't already know, we try to do a video here every single day of the week, so go ahead and hit that subscribe button. If you're wondering why my hands are blue, is because I'm a bitch. No, I have very dry skin, and so when I put my hands in the water, it cracks all around my nails. It looks horrible, and it bleeds and it hurts. So it's not really for the corals, and it's not really for them stinging me. It's more for just my dry skin. And I think that's about it, because you know what? Once you start talking about your skin conditions and not the corals, it's about time to wrap up the video. Thanks for watching, guys, and tuning in to this episode of Fragbox TV.